M0FXB, welcome back to my Mazzy walks. So now we've got the warmer weather. Can you tell me about your experiences with POTA and SOTA? Because I've never done this. Now, if I'm correct, it's parks on the air and summits on the air. Is that correct? Please tell me, because I'm not actually a very portable person. I just hear Mazzy. She's got. And what's the better equipment? Now, I know many I've seen using things like the Xiegu X6100 and Yaesu 818 QRP radios. Is that what people prefer, to use low power? And what's the best antenna? What antenna do you recommend for doing this kind of operation? I mean, you've got, by the sounds of it, with the SOTA one, you've got the height on your side. But with parks, what kind of parks are these? Are they? Tell me, what kind of parks are they? Is this a USA thing? Is it a worldwide thing? I know I should know more, but it's just never been something that I've actually gone into. And do you prefer antennas that are cut to the right length, or resonant antennas? Or do you bring a little tuner with you? And what's the maximum power you like to use? If I go portable, I tend to just plonk it in my garden, but there is a nice beach near me, and I know that if I set up a table with, I'd probably take the X6200, I've got the 705, I suppose, and I have got the MAT tuner, and that works really well. 10 watts. And on the beach, I bet you the signal with the sea, I bet you the signal would be amazing. And the main thing is, when we get away from our homes, the main thing is, when we get away from our homes, we get away from all the interference, get away from our own interference, you know, our charging our devices. And these days people tend to have lamps and things on just for decoration. That causes loads of, interference. Even just, on the other day, I plugged in my phone, I put it on charge, and it was just near the radio. And it was my 7610, and it wiped out my HF signal. So a lot of people think, that say the bands are dead. It's basically because their signal was getting wiped out because of, they don't realise that their phones are, and other charging devices. Because we have a lot of things to charge now. We have charging banks that we charge up, and they will completely wipe out your signal. You wouldn't think it, but they do. They literally, your screen, if you've got a waterfall, will go blank. And if you're using a radio, like an older radio, like an 857, 897, 706, well, you don't even realise that that's happened. But when you're using a waterfall, you can really see it. So you just turn everything off, and then it all comes back to life. The bands haven't. I've been a licensed ham for, 30 years, let's say, and the bands have never been dead. Yeah, you have times during the day, when bands are more active, and there's a whole learning curve to that. But in my 30 years, the bands have never been dead. And I hear people say the bands are dead, and that it's not worth turning the radio on anymore, and they've given up on HF because the bands are dead now. And it's literally ridiculous. How can the bands be dead? We're on a planet, in the galaxy that's full of radio spectrum, normal electricity, the atmosphere. It's literally physically impossible for the bands to be dead. Physically impossible. So when people say that, I'm like, what are you on about? How can they be? I bet you they're busy on Mars. But anyway, thanks for watching my channel. Give us some feedback. 7.3.